The movie starts when a Goryeo general named Yo and his troops plunder the royal treasures when the country is ruined. With the treasure that they managed to get, they all fled far out to sea and disappeared in the middle of the storm. Few years later in Joseon era, a leader of the bandits named Chi, and his men are displaced in the ocean for months because they are being pursued as traitors. He suddenly talks about Gyeongbokgung Palace, which is still being constructed, and confesses that they are being chased by soldiers because he stole a tree that's going to be the pillars of the new palace. Later on, comes a pirate ship to save them all with its beautiful captain named Rang. It's been 3 months since the bandits are being rescued by the pirates. All of a sudden, they see Japan's pirate ship from afar, and Chi wants to prove his ability by fighting with Japan's pirates. He then jumps into Japan's ship and fights with the Japanese pirates. Rang gives Chi a mini sword to test and also see Chi's ability. Moreover, he manages to beat all the Japanese. The pirates checked on the Japanese, and suddenly, a boy tells them that the arrival of Japan's ship in the Joseon's ocean is to find a treasure. Hearing that, Rang gets excited and asks the boy. Then the boy points out to one of her men and takes a map that leads them to the treasure, where in that map is written a Yo logo. Additionally, they know that the logo belongs to General Yo, who led the escort to the Goryeo Empire, a man who robs the royal treasure and brings it to the middle of the ocean. And disappears. Despite the risks, Rang agrees, and they all raise the sails of the ship and begin their journey to look for the treasure. The journey continues, but they are stuck in the ravine. Then, Chi asks her to lead their journey, and suddenly they see a cow who gets lost. They are all happy because they can eat it, but Rang warns them not to act out of line, yet they ignore her. All of a sudden there is a herd of cows running towards them, and Chi is being carried away by the cows until he falls into the ravine. Luckily, he survives and sees Tusk in the ravine and brings it with him. Rang then takes the tusk from Chi, and now she understands the map because the tusk is the real map. While the bandits are being treated, Rang tells them that she only brings the pirates with her to look for the royal treasure. If the bandits want to be a pirate, she will bring them with her. Hearing that, Chi disagrees and makes his men choose between him and Rang. As expected, all of his men choose Rang and leave him alone. All the pirates are holding a party on their ship. Meanwhile, Chi is busy playing with a piece of cassava's wood. When the pirates sleep, Chi quietly steals the tusk. Rang then notices Chi stealing her tusk, and she sends her men to follow Chi's map towards the empty house in the middle of the woods. Furious, Rang beats Chi and asks him for the tusk that he stole. However, Chi tells her that the tusk is with one of his men, Maki, and he has been fooled by him. Maki took Chi's name as the seller of tusk, and the rumor started spreading across the ocean. On the other hand, Maki arrives with the woman who pretends to be Rang in an empire, looking for a rich person who can be fooled. He lures the rich man with the story of a royal treasure and the tusk. Fortunately, Chi manages to find Maki. He is followed by the pirates and the real Rang. After seeing Rang, Maki is immediately speechless. Rang then tied them up and brought all of them to their ship. The 3 of them are sentenced to behead her, because they betray the pirates and deceive Rang. Chi then volunteers to be the first person to be beheaded, but he manages to release himself and fight them. Rang actually already knows that Chi has a knife and he can save himself from the beheader penalty. Therefore, she lets the 3 of them to live and become an anchor-lifting slave inside the ship. On the deck, Kang is trying to solve the mystery by wrapping the tusk with a cloth and painting it to make a mold. From the engraving on the cloth, appears a code that is only used by top officials in Goryeo. Afterwards, Chi reads the code and mentions a place called Higildo. This place is a sea cave beneath a rock with no shadow, a dangerous sea route. Ignoring the risks, Rang stretches the sails to Higildo. When they arrive, they all dive into the sea following the flow of the sea with the help of pig bladders that are filled with air. The flow of the sea keeps dragging them into a hole in the cave. While observing the cave, they don't find any signs or exit paths there, but Chi manages to find a path that they all failed to find. The path brings them to a room filled with a bunch of boxes with silver glasses inside of them. Yet the rumor stated that the hidden treasure is tons of gold. Later on, Chi finds an unfamiliar flag, and in the flag there is a clue that they don't know yet. At the same time, they are all attacked by a bomb from outside which electrifies the caves. The attack is the tantrum of the soldiers that are also looking for the royal treasure. The soldier and pirates notice each other's presence, and in an urgent moment, Maki finds out that the flag's clue in front of him is Inazuma Island, but ignores it right away to save himself first. Meanwhile, Rang and Chi fighting with the soldiers. When Chi fights one-on-one with the leader of the soldier, he immediately recognizes him. He is Su, the war commander of Tamna troops, who is a ruthless commander. He always fights against his enemy without mercy. He even killed his own men who got injured. Back in the cave, Chi manages to escape Sue by diving into the sea, taking advantage of the weight of the treasure boxes and the pig bladders. Not long after that, Rang comes and picks him up while bringing the boxes of the treasure. Nevertheless, unexpected things happen. A whale appears and everyone on the ship almost gets dragged into the sea. On the other side, the whale saves Rang and Chi but takes the treasure. In the evening, Rang dreams about the flag that they saw before. From her dream, she realizes that the flag is a clue, so she tells the captain to turn around back to the cave to pick the flag, but Jiam, Maki's friend, tells them that Maki had seen and brought the flag. Unfortunately, the flag is thrown into the sea and found by Sue. Maki then describes what he saw on the flag, which is an island called Inazuma, a lightning island. He also tells them that the only person who ever crosses the sea is Maki himself. Therefore, it is ensured that he knows how to get there. Meanwhile, Sue and his troops are preparing his ship and weapon to go to the island. Maki on the other hand doesn't want to tell them the route to get into the island and always warns them they are all gonna die. But Rang and the other pirates ignore him and force him to go there and get the treasure. Moreover, in order to tell them the route, Maki asks them to make him the captain until they get the treasure. All the pirates then agree to make him captain. As a captain, Maki acts bossy to the pirates and they all hold a grudge on him. Few days later, they arrive on the edge of the sea fire. Before them, lay the mist carrying a flash of lightning which is ready to strike anything below it. All the pirates fight lightning strikes from a huge storm cloud as they make their way to Lightning Island. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, Sue and his men also arrive at the island. Sue's troops and also the pirates continue to explore the forest. Chi then initiates to get to the top of a rocky lightning-covered mountain. When he arrives there, Chi finds 12 spears that were used by the original traders of the Goryeo dynasty and thieves of the treasure. Not long after that, Sue and his men also arrive there. Afterwards, when Sue men want to pull out the spears, they get struck by lightning and get exposed to traps. Chi finds out that they don't have to pull out all of the spears because there is only one spear who is the key to avoid the lightning and also the traps. On the island, the pirates who have a grudge towards Maki chase him. But accidentally, Maki who hides from them sees a penguin comes out biting a gold. Afterwards, the penguin became a mascot for them. But for now, they can't have fun because their ship is found and attacked by Sue's troops. Rang then asks them to fight together. As a result, they were divided into two teams. The bandits are going to go to the Lightning Hills to help Chi and the pirates under Rang commands will go to save their ship. Meanwhile, Maki and the penguin leave to find the gold. On the other hand, the box that is pulled by Sue only has rocks and a dragon mask in it. Sees an opportunity, Chi steals the dragon mask from Sue's hand. While running, Chi realizes that the mask is another clue and there must be another door that leads to the treasure. Chi then provokes Sue and challenges him for a duel. Because of the duel, the dragon mask falls into the sea. Fortunately, there is Maki who sees the mask, picks it up and finds a cave similar to the shape of the dragon mask. On the other side, the pirate's ship can't be saved anymore. Fortunately, Rang managed to save all her remaining pirates. On the lifeboat, Gung, the ace archer, starts to attack the enemy's ship. Rang with other pirates then joins him in the fight and finally manages to defeat Sue's men. Meanwhile, Maki swims to get inside the cave and finds a ship filled with gold there. However, before he gets to take the treasure, Maki is surrounded by penguins who live on the ship but manage to sail the ship towards their pirate ship. The pirates get into the Maki ships and Rang runs to reverse the direction of the cannon to save her men. Later on, the bottom of the sea spouted lava, creating powerful whirlpools, burning everything above it. However, Rang manages to save all the pirates, while Chi tries to turn around the situation with the help of one of the bandits. Finally, Chi wins the battle and Sue is struck by lightning. The movie ends when the bandits meet up with the pirates at the edge of the island feeling happy because they are still alive. Gung also finds Jiam who survived from the previous explosion. Later on, Rang is talking with Chi and she tells him her curiosity about Yo's existence and the ruined country. But Chi assures her that Goryeo is not ruined because the pillar of the country is the people itself. Satisfied with his answer, Rang then persuades Chi to keep sailing with her and as expected, he agrees with her and they all get their happy ending. With great teamwork nothing can stop them, right? Even love finds them along the way. So, what do you guys think about the movie? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.